The hip-hop world is on high alert as news breaks that Kendrick Lamar's brand new track is set to drop in just 24 hours, and fans are already buzzing with anticipation. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Baby Keem, Kendrick's cousin and frequent collaborator, has escalated the hype even further by declaring what he's calling a rap war, signaling that this release could be more than just another single. It might redefine the current landscape of hip-hop entirely. Social media has exploded with speculation, reaction videos, and fan theories, as listeners dissect snippets, previous collaborations, and cryptic posts to predict what this monumental drop might entail. From TikTok to Twitter, hashtags related to Kendrick's upcoming song and Baby Keem's challenge are trending globally, with fans debating whether this is a playful flex, a competitive challenge, or a full-blown musical showdown. Industry insiders are already weighing in, highlighting the unprecedented tension and excitement surrounding the release. Kendrick Lamar, known for his lyrical mastery and cultural impact, has consistently set a high bar with each project, while Baby Keem has carved out his own space as a fearless, boundary-pushing artist unafraid to challenge expectations. The promise of a rap war has sent fans into a frenzy, as listeners speculate about potential disses, collaborations, or surprises embedded in the new track. Every tweet, post, and leak is analyzed for hints, with online communities buzzing late into the night trying to decode what this monumental moment will bring. What makes this even more electrifying is the history between Kendrick and Baby Keem. Their collaborations have always sparked viral moments, chart-topping success, and critical acclaim. But now, with Keem openly declaring a challenge, the stakes feel higher than ever. Fans are eagerly waiting to see if this release will push boundaries, set new records, or spark debates that dominate music conversations for weeks. With just 24 hours left, anticipation is at a fever pitch, and the world is watching, ready for every beat, every lyric, and every twist in what could become one of the most talked-about releases in recent hip-hop history. The hip-hop world is on high alert as news breaks that Kendrick Lamar's brand new track is set to drop in just 24 hours, and fans are already buzzing with anticipation. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Baby Keem, Kendrick's cousin and frequent collaborator, has escalated the hype even further by declaring what he's calling a rap war, signaling that this release could be more than just another single. It might redefine the current landscape of hip-hop entirely. Social media has exploded with speculation, reaction videos, and fan theories, as listeners dissect snippets, previous collaborations, and cryptic posts to predict what this monumental drop might entail. From TikTok to Twitter, hashtags related to Kendrick's upcoming song and Baby Keem's challenge are trending globally, with fans debating whether this is a playful flex, a competitive challenge, or a full-blown musical showdown. Industry insiders are already weighing in, highlighting the unprecedented tension and excitement surrounding the release. Kendrick Lamar, known for his lyrical mastery and cultural impact, has consistently set a high bar with each project, while Baby Keem has carved out his own space as a fearless, boundary-pushing artist unafraid to challenge expectations. The promise of a rap war has sent fans into a frenzy, as listeners speculate about potential disses, collaborations, or surprises embedded in the new track. Every tweet, post, and leak is analyzed for hints, with online communities buzzing late into the night trying to decode what this monumental moment will bring. What makes this even more electrifying is the history between Kendrick and Baby Keem. Their collaborations have always sparked viral moments, chart-topping success, and critical acclaim. But now, with Keem openly declaring a challenge, the stakes feel higher than ever. Fans are eagerly waiting to see if this release will push boundaries, set new records, or spark debates that dominate music conversations for weeks. With just 24 hours left, anticipation is at a fever pitch, and the world is watching, ready for every beat, every lyric, and every twist in what could become one of the most talked-about releases in recent hip-hop history. If you want, I can continue with part 1, till the 800 words, for this Kendrick and Baby Keem story next, keeping the dramatic, viral YouTube style. Should I do that now? Part 1 800 words. Here's part 1, till the 800 words, for your Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem story, written in the dramatic, viral YouTube style you requested. The hip-hop community is in a state of frenzy as news spread that Kendrick Lamar's highly anticipated new track is dropping in just 24 hours, and Baby Keem has officially declared a rap war in response. Fans around the world have taken to social media, flooding Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with speculation, reaction videos, and theories about what the release could entail. Clips of past Kendrick tracks, Baby Keem verses, and their collaborations are being revisited with a magnifying glass as listeners attempt to anticipate lyrics, flows, and possible diss lines. The announcement has ignited debates across online communities. Will Kendrick continue his dominance in the rap game with a profound, socially charged track, or will Baby Keem use this moment to assert his own supremacy in a competitive showdown? The tension is palpable, with millions of eyes glued to every post, snippet, and rumor surrounding the release. Industry insiders have confirmed that this isn't just a routine drop. Kendrick Lamar, a multi-Grammy-winning artist celebrated for his lyrical depth, cultural impact, and groundbreaking albums, has consistently delivered music that shifts the conversation in hip-hop and beyond. Baby Keem, his cousin and a rising force in the rap scene, has built a reputation for experimental flows, fearless lyricism, and audacious confidence. With Keem declaring a rap war, the stakes have skyrocketed, turning what would have been a standard release into a monumental event. Fans and critics alike are now wondering, is this a collaborative play, a friendly competition, or a full-blown clash designed to dominate charts and social discourse alike? Every post and comment is being analyzed for hints of underlying tension, alliances, or hidden disses. The buzz has reached a fever pitch across platforms. On Twitter, fans are dissecting old verses from both artists, predicting potential lyrical callbacks or subliminal messages. TikTok users are creating reaction compilations, fan edits, and countdown challenges, while Instagram stories are flooded with speculation about album themes, production styles, and track lengths. Even YouTube channels dedicated to rap analysis have posted hour-long breakdowns, comparing previous Kendrick verses to Baby Keem's most recent flows, searching for clues about how this showdown might play out. The global attention has made this more than a song release. It's a cultural event, one that could redefine current hip-hop narratives and set new benchmarks for engagement and virality. Kendrick Lamar's history of releasing socially conscious and lyrically complex tracks adds an extra layer of intrigue. Fans are speculating whether the upcoming song will tackle personal struggles, societal commentary, or subtle shots at other rappers in the industry. Baby Keem's declaration of a rap war hints at a competitive energy, teasing the possibility of bars that directly challenge Kendrick's supremacy or even playful disses that fuel fan debates. The dynamic between the two artists, mentor and cousin, collaborator and challenger, has never been more compelling, and the 24-hour countdown has turned fans into detectives, scouring past performances, lyrics, and interviews for any hint of what's to come. In the midst of the frenzy, social media algorithms are amplifying engagement, pushing hashtags, snippets, and fan edits to trending status across platforms. Music forums and communities are flooded with theories, some predicting a collab between Kendrick and Keem, others anticipating a competitive battle that could dominate Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube charts for weeks. Media outlets have begun speculating on the commercial impact, suggesting that this release could break streaming records and dominate conversations not only in hip-hop but across mainstream culture. For millions of fans, this isn't just a song, it's a cultural moment, a digital event that feels unprecedented in scale and anticipation. By the time the 24-hour mark approaches, the world will be watching closely. Every snippet, every leak, every social media post is treated as potential evidence of what this monumental track will bring. Fans are not just waiting for a song. They are awaiting a cultural statement, a competitive display of lyrical prowess, and a defining moment in the careers of two of rap's most influential figures. The countdown is on, anticipation is at a fever pitch, and the stage is set for what could be one of the most talked-about releases in hip-hop history. As the 24-hour countdown to Kendrick Lamar's new release continued, The anticipation in the hip-hop world reached unprecedented levels. Social media feeds were flooded with speculation, reaction videos, and countdown timers, with fans dissecting every snippet, interview, and hint for clues about the upcoming track. The announcement of Baby Keem declaring a rap war added another layer of intensity, sparking debates across platforms about whether this would be a friendly competition, a competitive showcase, or something far more dramatic. Fans scrolled through old verses, rewatched performances, and analyzed past collaborations between Kendrick and Keem, searching for lyrical foreshadowing or subtle references that might hint at the direction of the new release. The hype was so intense that hashtags related to the countdown, the rap war, and both artists were trending globally, drawing attention from casual listeners and hardcore hip-hop fans alike. Industry insiders began weighing in on the potential impact of this release. Kendrick Lamar, renowned for his socially conscious lyrics, storytelling, and complex flows, has consistently reshaped the rap landscape with each project. Baby Keem, known for his experimental beats, confident delivery, and fearless approach, has carved out a distinct identity that appeals to a younger, highly engaged audience. With the rap war declaration, Keem appeared to be challenging Kendrick not just to compete commercially but to assert dominance in the cultural conversation around hip-hop. Analysts speculated that the track could redefine streaming trends, spark debates about lyrical supremacy, and even influence upcoming award season considerations. The anticipation was not only about the music, it was about legacy, influence, and the ongoing narrative of two related artists navigating their unique paths in the rap world. Fans' reactions were nothing short of electric. On TikTok, users created countdown challenges, reaction compilations, and fan theories predicting what the track might reveal. Twitter threads became digital war rooms, with followers analyzing past lyrics, teasing potential subliminal shots, and debating who would come out on top in this unprecedented showdown. Instagram stories and YouTube reaction channels exploded with content dissecting every possible clue, from studio sessions and producer hints to Kendrick and Keem's previous interviews and social media posts. Every new snippet, comment, or image added another layer to the discussion, ensuring that engagement would remain high in the hours leading up to the drop. The frenzy demonstrated how modern music releases are no longer just about the song. They are multi-platform events that blend artistry, competition, and viral culture. The competitive tension between Kendrick and Keem captivated fans because of their history. The two artists, though related and frequent collaborators, have always maintained a dynamic of mentorship mixed with personal ambition. While Kendrick's career has established him as one of the greatest rappers of his generation, Baby Keem has steadily built a reputation as a bold, innovative force willing to challenge conventions. The rap war declaration suggested that Keem was ready to stake his claim, potentially using the upcoming release to demonstrate his lyrical and creative prowess on a global scale. Fans debated whether Kendrick would respond with subtle disses, experimental flows, or complex wordplay that reinforces his status, while Keem's bold stance suggested he was prepared to seize the spotlight and push boundaries in ways that only he could. As the final hours approached, anticipation reached a fever pitch. Streaming platforms, social media, and fan forums buzzed with theories, countdown posts, and speculation about the potential lyrical content, production style, and cultural significance of the track. Industry analysts highlighted that this release wasn't merely a song drop, it was a statement, a performance, and a potential cultural moment rolled into one. Fans were not just waiting for music, they were waiting for history in the making, a moment that could shift the conversation in hip-hop and dominate charts, trends, and discussions for weeks. The stakes were higher than ever. Two innovative artists, a declared rap war, and a global audience holding its collective breath, ready to see who would command the narrative, dominate streaming numbers, and define the next chapter in modern hip-hop. With less than 12 hours remaining before Kendrick Lamar's highly anticipated release, the excitement in the hip-hop world reached a fever pitch. Fans flooded social media, sharing reaction clips, countdown posts, and memes that captured the intensity of the moment. TikTok was filled with speculative trends, including fans attempting to predict lyrics based on Kendrick's past albums and Baby Keem's experimental flow patterns. Twitter exploded with threads analyzing potential subliminal bars, teasing possible lines that could target other artists, and debating how the rap war would play out. Every post, snippet, and fan reaction contributed to an atmosphere of unpredictability and excitement, demonstrating that this was not just a song release, it was an event that had captivated a global audience, combining music, competition, and viral culture into a single moment. Industry insiders confirmed that this release was set to be monumental. Kendrick Lamar's history of socially conscious storytelling, complex rhyme schemes, and every project he drops is analyzed for its artistic merit, cultural significance, and lyrical depth. Baby Keem, meanwhile, has emerged as one of the most fearless voices of his generation, unafraid to experiment with beats, flow, and subject matter in ways that push the boundaries of rap. The declaration of a rap war by Keem added a competitive layer, transforming what might have been a standard release into a high-stakes showdown between two powerful artists, both creatively ambitious and determined to command the narrative. Analysts speculated whether Keem's challenge was a playful flex or strategic move to assert dominance in the public eye, and fans eagerly debated the implications for both artists' careers. The social media landscape mirrored this intensity. YouTube channels uploaded reaction videos dissecting every previous Kendrick and Keem track for hidden references or lyrical foreshadowing. Memes spread like wildfire, often highlighting expressions, gestures, or inside jokes from past interviews and collaborations. Instagram stories showcased fans counting down the hours, while TikTok users created speculative trends predicting how the rap war might manifest. Online communities became hubs for fan engagement, creating an interactive ecosystem in which every minor detail was scrutinized, debated, and amplified. The virality of the moment demonstrated how modern music releases have evolved. A song is no longer simply an audio experience, but a multi-platform cultural event with global impact. At the core of the frenzy was a relationship between Kendrick and Baby Keem. As cousins and frequent collaborators, they share a history that blends mentorship, creativity, and familial competition. Fans speculated about the dynamics of their rap war, predicting that Kendrick might respond with intricate wordplay, socially conscious commentary, or subtle lyrical disses, while Keem's aggressive, innovative style suggested he would push boundaries and assert his presence boldly. This mix of respect, rivalry, and artistic ambition added depth to the hype, making the countdown feel like a prelude to a historic moment in hip-hop, one where the energy of competition could redefine the narrative for both artists. As the final hours approached, every post, leak, and hint was dissected for meaning. Industry insiders, commentators, and fans debated how this release could shape streaming trends, influence cultural conversations, and affect awards and recognition. The combination of Kendrick's unmatched reputation for lyrical brilliance and Baby Keem's fearless innovation made this drop unpredictable, ensuring that the world would be watching closely. Every fan, critic, and fellow artist speculated about whether this would be a collaborative masterclass, a competitive display of skill, or a viral spectacle that would dominate headlines worldwide. The countdown had become more than just a timer. It was a heartbeat of anticipation, capturing the energy, tension, and excitement of a moment that could define hip-hop for months to come. As the countdown clock ticked closer to Kendrick Lamar's highly anticipated release, the hip-hop world became a live wire of speculation, anticipation, and intense debate. With only hours left, social media platforms were flooded with every conceivable reaction. Fan theories, lyrical breakdowns, highlight reels, and mashups of Kendrick and Baby Keem's past work. TikTok and Instagram reels exploded with edits, emphasizing memorable gestures, facial expressions, and studio clips that hinted at the energy behind the upcoming drop. Fans dissected every snippet of sound, analyzing beats, pauses, and potential ad-libs to predict which lines might hint at Baby Keem's declared rap war. Memes and reaction videos spread across the internet like wildfire, often exaggerating expressions or imagining potential diss tracks, amplifying anticipation to a fever pitch. The hype was no longer just about a song. It had become a cultural moment, a test of fan loyalty, analytical skill, and anticipation for one of hip-hop's most closely watched releases. The stakes were higher than ever because of the competitive tension between Kendrick and Baby Keem. Kendrick Lamar, a multi-Grammy-winning artist with a career spanning decades, is renowned for his unparalleled storytelling, complex rhyme schemes, and socially conscious messaging. Every release he drops has historically influenced trends, sparked debates, and inspired analysis that lasts weeks. Baby Keem, his cousin and a rising force in the rap industry, has gained recognition for bold experimentation, fearless delivery, and audacious confidence. By declaring a rap war, Keem effectively raised the stakes, signaling that this moment wasn't just a musical release, it was a potential challenge to Kendrick's dominance in both artistry and cultural impact. Fans speculated on whether Keem's intention was to challenge Kendrick directly, assert his presence, or simply push the conversation into a new competitive dimension. As the hours passed, leaks, teases, and insider rumors began circulating, further intensifying fan engagement. Clips from the studio, behind-the-scenes footage, and cryptic social media posts were dissected for hidden meanings or subtle lyrical hints. Twitter threads exploded with fans connecting past verses from Kendrick and Keem to predict possible subliminal messages, callbacks, or preemptive diss-lines. YouTube reaction channels created hour-long analyses, comparing flows, lyrics, and production styles to hypothesize how this release might impact the industry and chart dynamics. Even casual listeners found themselves drawn into these debates, creating a global conversation that extended beyond hardcore hip-hop fans. The release had evolved into an interactive event, a cultural touchstone where anticipation, speculation, and fan engagement amplified one another. The narrative tension between Kendrick and Keem captivated audiences because of its layered complexity. As family, collaborators, and artists with distinct yet intertwined styles, the dynamic between the two is more than just competition. It's personal, creative, and symbolic. Kendrick's ability to dominate socially conscious rap and storytelling places him in a position of authority, while Keem's experimental approach and confident delivery challenge conventions and expectations. The rap war declaration added drama, intrigue, and unpredictability to the situation. Fans debated whether Kendrick would respond with subtle subliminals, intricate wordplay, or thought-provoking commentary, and whether Keem would leverage bold innovation, raw energy, or aggressive flows to assert his dominance. This interplay of respect, rivalry, and artistic ambition created a narrative arc that captivated millions of fans globally. By the time only hours remained, anticipation reached its peak. Streaming platforms were inundated with pre-save activity, social media buzz intensified, and mainstream media outlets ran countdown coverage analyzing the significance of the release. Industry insiders highlighted the unprecedented stakes, a release that promised not only to entertain but to redefine competitive dynamics in hip-hop. Fans were not just waiting for a song, they were waiting for a cultural moment, a test of skill, creativity, and influence. Every new leak, snippet, or the stage was set for an unforgettable release that could shift narratives, dominate streams, and spark debate across the hip-hop community for weeks, if not months, to come. The moment fans had been waiting for finally arrived. Kendrick Lamar's new track dropped, and the world collectively erupted. Streaming numbers skyrocketed within minutes, with the song instantly dominating Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube trending charts. Social media exploded as listeners shared reactions, clips, and breakdowns of the lyrics, each trying to decipher every line, bar, and subtle reference. Baby Keem's declaration of a rap war added an extra layer of intensity, as fans combed the track for subliminal shots, competitive lines, and evidence of lyrical dominance. Tweets, TikToks, and Instagram posts flooded timelines with real-time reactions, countdown clips, and fan theories, turning the release into a global cultural moment. The energy online reflected a mix of excitement, shock, admiration, and speculation, as listeners debated who had the upper hand and how this track might reshape the current hip-hop landscape. Kendrick Lamar delivered with the precision and artistry fans had come to expect. The track showcased his signature complexity, blending intricate rhyme schemes with thought-provoking commentary, social observations, and a confident delivery that reminded listeners why he remains one of rap's most influential voices. His verses contained clever wordplay, references to past projects, and hints at ongoing cultural narratives that kept fans analyzing line by line. The production, layered and dynamic, perfectly complemented Kendrick's flow, creating a track that felt both fresh and unmistakably his own. Every element, from the beat to the lyricism, was dissected by fans, commentators, and music analysts, further amplifying the cultural impact of the release. Meanwhile, Baby Keem's declaration of a rap war gave fans an immediate lens through which to interpret Kendrick's track. Analysts speculated whether Keem's bold challenge influenced the lyrical direction, and fans examined every bar for subtle nods to his cousin, hints of competition, or lyrical rebuttals. Keem's supporters praised his audacity, claiming the declaration set the stage for a generational showdown that blended family ties with artistry and bravado. The interplay between respect, rivalry, and creativity captivated listeners, who debated how the competitive dynamic might evolve, whether through subliminal responses, future collaborations, or ongoing lyrical battles that could define the next chapter in modern hip-hop. Fan reactions were instantaneous and intense. TikTok and YouTube exploded with reaction videos, breakdowns, and comparisons of Kendrick's track to previous hits, while Twitter was a non-stop feed of analysis, memes, and trending hashtags. Music journalists and critics published reviews dissecting lyrical structure, cultural references, and the broader implications for both artists' careers. Every line sparked conversation, from subtle wordplay to overt commentary, creating a whirlwind of engagement that extended far beyond the song itself. Online communities debated whether Kendrick had outshined Keem, whether Keem would respond, and how this release might influence the future trajectory of hip-hop. The sheer scale of engagement demonstrated the power of modern media, virality, and fandom in amplifying the cultural significance of a single track. By the end of the day, it was clear that Kendrick Lamar's release, paired with Baby Keem's rap war declaration, had become more than just a song. It was a defining moment in hip-hop culture. Fans, media, and fellow artists weighed in, dissecting every nuance, celebrating artistic achievement, and speculating about what might come next. Kendrick had reinforced his status as a lyrical master, while Keem's bold stance had ensured that the conversation would continue, keeping audiences engaged and invested in the evolving narrative. This release was a perfect storm of anticipation, artistry, and competitive energy, a cultural event that showcased the power of music, the intensity of fandom, and the way modern hip-hop thrives on connection, creativity, and conflict. As streaming numbers climbed and social media buzzed non-stop, it became obvious. This wasn't just a track, it was a historic moment, one that fans would analyze, debate, and celebrate for months to come. Kendrick Lamar's latest release has officially shaken the hip-hop world, and Baby Keem's bold rap war declaration has pushed the excitement to an entirely new level. Fans everywhere are dissecting every bar, beat, and subtle reference, analyzing potential subliminal shots and debating who claimed the upper hand in this unprecedented musical showdown. Social media is buzzing non-stop with reaction videos, memes, and discussions that keep the conversation alive across platforms. This isn't just a song, it's a cultural moment, a clash of creativity, skill, and influence that has captured the attention of fans, critics, and fellow artists alike. Whether you're a die-hard Kendrick supporter, a Baby Keem fan, or just a lover of hip-hop history in the making, this release is a must-listen and a must-watch. Stay tuned for the next moves, the possible responses, and the moments that could define the next chapter of this legendary rap saga.